Today we're going to talk about chapter 5 and 6 from the book Why Some Positive Thinkers Get Powerful Results. The importance of having a plan and the discipline to follow it step by step will surely lead us to success. An example of this in my case is that one of my goals is to learn Korean, and to achieve this, I need to follow a plan and stay committed to it. By doing so, I have gradually seen results thanks to sticking to my initial plan. It basically explains to us that as long as we give our best, we will get better results. We need to be good people, which means that if we give our best, we will receive the best in return. The love is closely related to one of the teachings of Jesus Christ: give and you will receive in abundance. Speaking from a place of lack can give us results we don't want. In my case, I used to speak a lot in negative way about my surroundings, the people around me, my job, and even about myself. When I changed those negative words into positive ones, my environment changed. It was no longer as conflict, and I realized that negative words and thoughts only attract more negativity. Many times we set goals for ourselves, but the way we plan everything might not be completely satisfying, and that's why we give up easily. This encourages us to find a better way to do what we can and way that we enjoy. For me, learning Korean at the beginning was hard because I tried to follow a plan that bored me a lot. And that's why I decided to find another way that was more fun. A way that made me want to study Korean even when I didn't feel like it. I decided to leave this phrase for last because it summarizes all the stories told through part 5 of the book. Sometimes we think that starting over means failure, but in in really it's a great advantage because we already have the preparation to do it once more and much better. Continuing with the example of my experience learning Korean, there were a couple of times when I realized I didn't know what I should have for the amount of time I had been learning, and I stopped studying. Later, I decided to pick up again. And it felt like I was starting over, but now I realize that it really had the basics to do it better and find easier and better ways. And now we're going to talk about strategies for good reputation. And the one principles for me is keeping promises. Um, for example, if you say you're going to a certain place and at the last minute you decide not to go, it would reflect badly on you. It's something I tend to do a lot, but I'm working on it changing it. So keeping promises is a good point for a good reputation. And another important point for a good reputation is surround yourself with the right people. And we need to be careful about who we surround ourselves with. Although it might sound a bit harsh, the people we associate with say a lot about our image into others. For example, if a person smokes a lot, even if your friend, people will soon start saying that you smoke too. And the last one for me is speak positively about everything around you, even when it's not. Um, this for me is hard to. It's a bad habit for me because I usually um, talk in a negative way of others. Uh, Overall of my job and the people there. I always saying, oh, uh, for example, Maria is a bad person with me. Maria doesn't have her work, doesn't done her work well, and so on. But words, these negative words, attract more negative in my job. So if you talk in a positive way of everything, in my case, in my job, the things can be changed. They want to start. Don't leave it for tomorrow. Today is the perfect day, and of course, you're ready to do it. And don't think that tomorrow will be better to begin, because that day is today. From my experience, I tend to leave my many things for tomorrow when I could have started them the day before and gaining a little advantage. We have to see each day as a good day. If we think from the moment we wake up that it's a good day and persist with attitude throughout the day, we will feel better. We need to love each day because every day is a new opportunity to make our goals come true. Okay, we face towards our goals or in our daily lives. We must look for the good side of those defeats. For example, I had an exam to measure my English level and I didn't pass. But the good side is that the process I went through beforehand will help me to do better next time. I just needed to add a little more knowledge, and that's how I managed to pass my exam after that defeat. One of the most important points is think and pray. When we have a goal, a plan, or something in mind, we should share it with God and ask Him if what we are thinking is the best for us. In my case, I want to apply for scholarships in the United States through my school, and I asked God to allow me to go, but in the end, I wasn't chosen. And later, I understood why. It was because at the time I barely knew any English. I couldn't leave my parents, and I wasn't ready to rebuild my life in another country so quickly. And I realized sometimes what we want is not what the best for us. And the last one, find your hidden talents. And another very important thing is to find our hidden talents and not bury them under negative thoughts. In my case and my job, I realize I'm very good at advertising the products we sell. Because of that, I've been improving my talent for judging shapes, features, and letters. And that has helped a lot with sales and my job. So if you think you have a good talent but you don't practice cause you are afraid of the people say, don't worry about that. Only do your talents and improve them because your talents are a good tool to achieve your goals. And the Proverbs. For the proverb for chapter 5 is hard work means prosperity, only a fool eats away his time. I chose this proverb because it summarizes chapter 5 of the book. Working hard and thinking positively attracts good things and prosperity. But if we spend our time complaining and focusing on negative thoughts, good things will move away from us. The proverb for chapter 6 is the wise mind looks ahead, and the fool attempts to fool himself and won't face facts. For chapter 6, I choose this because it shares stories of people who face really tough times in their lives. And then they accept what happened and decide to move toward and be better to achieve success. Sometimes success they didn't plan for.